G'day guys, welcome to Camp Cooking with Holmesy. I'm going to show you today how to make some camp kebabs out in the bush. But first of all, what I want to talk to you about is my last video a little bit, because I didn't explain what it is that I'm doing. So I hope to make these videos for you guys to view, and they're going to be little 10-15 minute snippets, I hope. And what I want to do is show you guys that go camping or camping on your motorbike, campers, jet skiing, all that sort of thing, hiking, that you can eat good food and it doesn't have to be barbecue all the time. So I'm going to try and cook some things for you that sort of you might not have thought of. The last segment I did a potato dish, but I didn't really go into discussing what it is that I was going to do moving forward. So my videos are basically going to be based on using a few ingredients, 5 or 6, something really simple to make, very tasty. I'll be using open fires. I'll give me Ozpig a bit of a go. I'll do a little bit of pizzas and stuff in the Weber, and basically all the stuff that you like to eat when you go camping, but not eating barbecue all the time. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against barbecue, I love them, but just not every night. So, going back to what we're talking about today, we're going to be doing kebabs. So I have cheated a little bit. So I've gone down to my local kebab shop and I bought a tray of their meat. And what we plan to do today is, that's already wrapped in a foil container and it's got the foil around it. I'm going to put that on the coals and we're just going to heat that meat up. The other ingredients I've got here, if you want to come in, we've got our garlic sauce. Now this is another thing. Typically you would have your Greek yogurt with your garlic mixed into it, maybe a bit of lemon juice. But when you're camping or you're on your motorbike or something, you don't always have refrigeration. And this stuff you buy off the shelf, it's like a garlic aioli. We're going to use that today instead of our traditional garlic sauce from the kebab shop. You can leave that out in the sun all day and you're not going to get sick from it. What we're going to use is, we've been to the bakery. You can use the mission breads. I actually went to go get the mission breads, but when I went to my local Coles store, they had these pita breads already made up and they looked really good, so we'll try those today. A little bit of lettuce, the standard stuff, tomato, onion, bit of tasty cheese, typical kebab ingredients. Because basically what it's all about is, when you're camping, mum or dad doesn't want to be cooking over a hot stove or doing all the work while everyone else is having fun. So what we want to do here is, we're going to cook it on the fire today. We're going to let the fire do the work, because all it's doing is heating up the meat. And then once that meat's cooked, I'll chop up some onions and tomatoes and things. I won't keep the video rolling on that, because you've all seen that before. So I'll get the rest of that cut up and we'll come back to it when the meat's cooked. But there's something else I wanted to try today. I was going to do a few chips on the side. Who doesn't like some chips with a kebab? So what we're going to do is, I was going to put a little pan in there with some oil and heat it up, and as I was buying my ingredients today, I thought, no, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I haven't tried this before, it might not work. What I plan to do is, I've bought these little aluminium foil trays. I'm going to cut up one of these wash spuds. I'm not going to take the skin off. You could, but I'm not going to today. And basically what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fill it up with a little bit of rice oil. You can use canola oil, vegetable oil. This is what I had already. This has got a fairly high smoke rate, about 250 C. That basically just means it can get very hot without smoking. And what I plan to do is, I'm going to put that also in the fire with some cut up chips, and just see how it goes. Will it deep fry in those containers? I don't know. And the reason for me trying that is because, again, if you're out camping, say on a motorbike or just hiking, you don't want heaps of dishes. So let's get this stuff onto the fire. I've already spread this out a little bit. We've got some really nice hot coals in there. I just want to kind of flatten it out a bit. $2 cake trivet. We'll just get it off the coals a little bit. So all we're going to do is whack that in there like that. And I'll tell you what, it's bloody hot. I'll be putting on some gloves later. We're going to cook that like that. Come back over here, and what we're going to do is, I don't know if this is going to work or not, and the timing of it, because I've never done it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this now. What are we going to do? We're going to cut it in half. That'll do. And I'm just going to cut some thin chips, sort of French fry style, because we don't want them too big, otherwise they won't cook. So just bear with me while I do this. I'm chopping my fingers off. Gonna blow away, we've got a bit of wind here. By the way, our location where we are right now is Heathcote, Victoria, and where I'm cooking from is actually my property in Heathcote. I'm just visiting for the weekend. My daughter and myself would come out here and thought we'd do the show for you from the fire pit and see how we go. So we'll chop these up. Gee, I'm going to get more in there than I thought. Now, I know you're going to say it. You're going to say, why isn't he heating up the oil first? Normally I would do that, especially if I was at home with a big fire or something like that. But a little source told me that if I tip the oil in there cold and let the chips heat up while the oil is getting warm, apparently it makes the potato very fluffy. So, again, I don't know, but I'll give it a try. Get the rest of this spud in there. I thought we were going to get rained on because the weather was looking pretty iffy, but we might get away with it. Here we go, nearly there. Now, this is something you probably want to be really, really careful with, and that's when you're dealing with fire and oil. You definitely don't want to splash in your oil in there, because that could become quite dangerous. We don't want anyone getting hurt. I'll take that off. I'm going to give it a fair bit, but I won't go to the top, because as it gets hot, it is going to rise and probably start bubbling away. And at the end of the day, if it bubbles over, it's going to go in the fire, and you're going to get a bit of a... That'll be the end of it, so that'll be all okay. What we'll do is, you can already hear that meat sizzling away. How good's that? Now this is actually going to be really, really good, because it's going to cook in its own juices again, and it's been marinating overnight. It's been in the Waco, so hopefully it all goes well. Oh, that is hot. Okay guys, I'm going to start cutting up this. Once that's ready and cooked, I'll get back to you and we'll see how everything's turned out, and we'll build a kebab. Thank you. Welcome back guys. I think we're just about ready to serve up. So the chips are looking good, the meat's smelling magnificent. So what we'll do is, I'll take the chips off the fire and get the meat out. I thought I would actually video this, because you're probably wondering how's he going to get that bloody stuff out of the fire. So, let's get it out of the fire. And unfortunately it's starting to rain, which is not too much chop for me. But anyway, before we do that, there is something else I need, because it is very hot and my skin didn't really like checking it before. So in we go, meat out, we'll put that over there. Chips, we're just going to leave that there for the minute. They can just keep cooking. Have a look at that. Don't they look magnificent? So it worked. So there you go. So we'll just leave that there and give them a bit of a... There you go. They're not sticking. So good-o. Now I've got to try and get this off, so hence the motorbike gloves. Hopefully I haven't burnt the crap out of it. Looks good. Looks real good. Oh yeah. Well, smells good, I don't know if it looks good. We'll see that in a moment. We'll just put that there. Open up the sides. And this really didn't take that long at all. I thought it'd take a bit longer, but I reckon probably a good 10-12 minutes. So there you go. Oh, look at that. A little bit burnt on the edges there. That could have come out a bit earlier. But we'll grab, I don't mind if it's a little bit burnt, but not too much. Yeah, probably could have come out a bit earlier, I'd say. But we learn from our mistakes. So I'll just twist that around, yeah. So there's going to be some little bit of crunchy bits in there. So as I said, I haven't done this before. I would have probably taken that out a little bit earlier, but however, we will persist. So what I did was something I prepared before. Let's get our chips out, because that's now, they look pretty oily because they're soaking in oil, and get them out of that oil, because the longer I leave them in there with it not sizzling away, they're going to get real soft. So we'll get that out, get them in a paper towel, prop them up there for a minute. Bit of salt, who doesn't like their salt? Beautiful. Alright, time to build a kebab. Off with the gloves and start building. Put that down there for the minute. In with a bit of lettuce. A bit of tomato in there. Who doesn't like a little bit of onion? Always great for the heartburn. Bit of cheese. Whack that there. Special garlic sauce. Now this is up to you whether you like a lot or you don't. Beautiful. Now for the main ingredient. As I said, the bottom of it did get a little bit hot straight away, but I'll just pick out the bits that I like. Pick that bit. Okay, running out of room here. So basically, those. So what I'm going to do is basically go like that, push him in there, bit of hands, we're all friends here, roll him up nice and tight, spin him around, roll him up nice and tight. There we go, got that there. Chop him up. Have a look at that. Now isn't that going to be tasty? No good talking about it. Even after I've cooked a little bit, Bloody beautiful. So easy to make. How are the chips? They're really good. They're really good. Well, there you go. That's it. Camp kebabs. So if you haven't thought about doing it, get a bit of kebab meat, bit of cheese, bit of lettuce, in the fire. I would normally do that just quickly in a frying pan, but I wanted to have it go on the fire today. It's that easy. Thanks for joining us. See you later.